Well, thank you so much for stopping by, and I'm sure the reason that you did is because you have some financial goals, and you realize that your financial goals can only be achieved and begins when you start eliminating debt. That's what our program is all about. We're going to talk about here in the next few minutes. You see, our product is a mentoring and coaching system that enables you to accomplish all of the following in a short time. It'll maximize your income. It will reduce the interest that you're paying on all your loans. And that means including the mortgage, student loans, all your credit cards, your boat loans, all of the loans that you have. And it will increase your credit score probably during the first year. See, potentially you will save thousands of dollars, like many of our other clients have done. Saved hundreds of thousands of dollars. Are you worried about money? Well, we're all worried about money. We seem to always run out of money before the end of the month. And that's what got us into deep trouble, is because we overspend. We run up our credit cards. The average American has about 9 credit cards, and they're all maxed out. And so that's why we're in trouble. And that's why we move into foreclosures like we're doing right now. I don't know if your house is upside down like this, probably not, but maybe it is financially. 31,000 homes in Florida just in July of 2010 have moved into foreclosure. You see, in order to change all that, we got to change our habits. We cannot build wealth until we increase our assets and get rid of the liabilities, get rid of the debts and the loans that we have. The most important thing to building wealth is to become and to stay debt-free. That's what we're here to help you do. You see, our company was a mortgage company, and what they saw is about every 5 years people refinance and start over again. What does that mean? That means they're deeper in debt every time you refinance. Ernst & Young saw what the company's doing and gave them an award in 2008 for developing this program. That's huge, folks. That's an awesome, prestigious award. You see, and in 2008 we had over 50,000 clients, happy clients that are using our program. In 2010, we have hundreds, thousands of clients that are using this program to get them out of debt using the Money Merge system. Well, here's the real truth in lending. I don't know if anyone's told you all this or showed it to you before, but you have a $200,000 mortgage over 30 years, 6% interest rate, and your monthly payment's $11.99. But take a look at this chart. Month 1, $199 goes to your house, and you donate $1,000 to the bank. Interest to the bank. You know what that really is? That's like 83% of your money went to paying interest. 83%. I don't know how that computes to be 6%, but I guess in terms of bank's calculation it does. Year 1, end of the year, look at, you got $2,400 that went into your house, although you've sent to the bank $14,000. What does that mean? That means $11,000 was donated. It was interest paid to the bank. Bank got $11,000, you got $2,000. What kind of a deal is that? End year 5. This is when most people will go and refinance and start all over or buy another house. But take a look at it. You got $13,000 equity in your home. $58,000 went to paying interest on that loan. $58,000 went to the bank. And the worst part is, so then you take and refinance like a lot of people do, and the cost to refinancing is like $4,000 to $6,000, plus the $58,000 you've already paid in interest. You see, because you're going to go all the way back and you're going to start at month 1 all over again. Does that make a lot of sense, folks? $58,000 just was flushed, went down the drain, went down the toilet. It's gone, and you get to start all over again. Folks, there's got to be a better way. There's another option that's much better than real financing. But if you did pay your mortgage every month on time, every time for 30 years and paid it off in full, you would have paid $431,000 for that $200,000 house. That means $231,000 went to interest. That means 115% of what you had bargained for your house went to interest. Isn't that exciting? Einstein was a pretty smart guy, and he said that those who understand interest earn it, and those of us who don't understand it are doomed to pay it. Well, most of us pay it. Brad Ferris is a mortgage broker, and he put his own home into our program. His house has a mortgage of $413,000 at 7% interest. So he put that into our program to see what the calculation would be. Over 30 years, he'd pay out over $1 million for that house. But guess what? $589,000 of that went to interest, and $413,000 to the house. He started with us in December of 2006 with the $412,000 owing on that home. In April 2009, 30 months later, he's already down to $334,000 owing. That's incredible. So let's take a look at his amortization schedule. Here it is. $334,000 balance owing. That should have been after his 149th payment. But we're there in 30 payments. That means there's 119 payments at his mortgage payment of $2,785 a month that he does not need to pay. 119 payments times $2,785 is a lot of money. Wouldn't you like to put that in your pocket? Mark Victor Hansen, author of Chicken Soup books, is using our program. His 30-year mortgage will be paid in 12 years. It's going to save him $639,000. He says this product gives people hope. And using our program, he says you can become debt-free, stress-free, and set-free. He says it's a great program and strongly endorses it. Here's Connie and Nick, who recently purchased a property up in Carolina, 30-year mortgage, but using this program, they're going to have it all paid in 6.5 years instead of 30. The biggest part of that is it's going to save them $80,000 in interest. My question to you, are you ready to increase your credit score? And you can using our program. Would you like to accumulate interest in your equity in your home much faster in the first year? We can help you do that. How would you like to pay off everything, all your mortgages and credit cards and car loans, in as little as half or even a third of the time? Get this, without refinancing, without changing your lifestyle. You see, this will take away that financial stress, may even save your marriage. So it's a great program. Now you told me or asked me, it's too good to be true. There's no way you can pay off a 30-year mortgage in as little as 8, 9, 10 years. Well, folks, technology keeps changing. Telephones have changed. I remember when we used to have the party line telephone. It had a little crank on there. Brr, 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 and you dialed your neighbor and you talked to him. There had to be a wire between the two. Now we're gone wireless, and somebody a few years back said that's not possible, never happened. Faxes machines. Amazing how you can put a piece of paper in that fax machine. You've all typed it out, it's in English, you send it over to China. Guess what? That piece of paper comes out in China, and it's all in English. Isn't that incredible? How does all that work? I don't know. Do you know? But it does, and we're grateful. We like that. How would you like to have 20/20 vision? How would you like to know the results of every financial decision that you're going to make before you make that purchase, before you make that decision? That's what our money merge account system does. You see, it provides ongoing 12 hours a day coaching and mentoring. Provides you financial education that you don't get at the university and colleges, and a web-based software. And it's simply using your existing monthly budget to manage your money. There's no emotions involved. It's simply math. You know, you ask, how does the GPS in your car work? I don't know. All I know is that little lady in that box gets me from my house to where I want to go, shortest route possible and on time every time. Our money merge account system, providing the education and coaching and the software, is your financial GPS. It will guide you the shortest path to zero and keeps you on target. Here's what our screen looks like. This will be on your computer, and it tells you exactly what to do on each day. You take this much money from checking and you put it into savings. You go from savings and you put some money on the mortgage, and it tells you how much and on what day, what to pay on that credit card. Oh, and look at this. This was a 30-year mortgage. This couple's going to have it paid in 8.25 years. Folks, that's guaranteed. It's part of the deal. It also shows you the true cost of every purchase that you're going to make. You enter in what a purchase is, and it tells you what the true and real cost of that is. So that's how it all helps you. It executes the actions of everything you're going to do. Now let's take a look at a banker's amortization schedule. Here it is. And we have a $200,000 mortgage, 6%, and the payment the bank amortization schedule says is $11.99. Well, let's go over and look at our program and see what our program says it is. Here it is. First, the mortgage, $11.99. There's no more additional money there. See, it's the same amount of money as what the bank amortization schedule called for. See right there? And it says that using the bank system, it'd be $231,000 that's going to go to interest. But the payment is the same. But look at the dramatic difference here in using the bank system or our system. On the left side is what the bank said. 30 years to pay off that $431,000 to pay off that $200,000 mortgage. Our system on the right, the money merge account system with coaching and education and software, will have it all paid in 10 years and only paying in $264,000. Folks, that is saving you $167,000 and saving 20 years of payments. Which side do you like better? Which would you choose? What could you do with an extra $50,000 or $100,000? What would you do with that money? Would you spend more time with family? Would you go on vacations? Would you travel? My question is, are you ready to eliminate debt? What would you do if you did not have credit card payments? No boat, car payments, no mortgage, no student loans. Would you feel less stressed? What would you do if you had no debt? What if this program was guaranteed to work? Or you get all your money back? We've been featured in many industry magazines that go to the mortgage brokers, to the realtors, and so on. The editor of the Broker Banker magazine did a write-up on United First, and he made a comment there that he personally has never previously endorsed or promoted any product. But he's examined you first and checked it all out, and he says, this is a real thing. It works. He put his name on the line by saying it works well. Your next step to financial freedom is very simple. Simply complete a no-obligation analysis. And let's see if you qualify for our program. See if it'll work for you. Just simple 1, 2, 3 steps. Number 1 is watch a 4-minute video and learn about the program. Number 2 is where a screen pulls up like this and you enter in your name and address and your mortgage and the interest rate and the payment. Enter in your credit card balances and the interest rate and the payment, your car loans, and then your income. And then the last question on there is what's your discretionary income? Well, you may be one of those lucky people that have a lot of discretion, but I suggest that you put in a small number there, like $100 a month, maybe even up to $200 a month. And our program will kick out a report. It'll tell you and me exactly how fast that you can be totally out of debt, and all your mortgages and all your loans will be paid in full. You see, when we start banking like a bank, things happen. The money merge account system computes the exact time and the way to leverage your money to pay off all your debts and cancel your interest in the shortest time possible. I know it sounds simple, but in actuality it takes millions of lines of computer code, multiple math algorithms to do it on multiple debts, and pays them all off in the fastest time possible. Would you agree that it's time to start banking like a bank? That's what we can help you do. That's what the program will do for you. Now, back to this slide we looked at a couple minutes ago. Which side do you prefer? Do you want to take 30 years to pay off your mortgage and other loans and pay off $431,000? Or do you choose the right side and use the money merge system with coaching and education and software and pay it all off in like 10 years instead of 30? You've seen, we've walked through all this. The program comes with lifetime financial coaching and mentoring, 12 hours a day. You'll pay off all your loans and all your debts in as little as 1/3 the time. This is a 13-year-old company, folks. That's stability. The company has received awards by Ernst & Young Financial Group. You're guaranteed the exact date and time when you'll be totally debt-free when you follow this program. It's a web-based, it's secure. There's no cost for upgrades. We're into version 5 now. so without any cost to the clients that are using the program. Effectively does reduce the interest rates on all your loans without refinancing. No loan modifications. It's simply math. It is the number one way to reduce your financial stress. We can increase your equity and we can get you out of debt in as little as half or 1/3 of the time without changing or upsetting your lifestyle. Isn't that exciting? Man, I'm so excited I can't stand it. But we love the number of people that we've helped with this program. It has been very, very effective. So if you want to achieve your financial goals, that begins with debt elimination. I wish that you would just call Rick and Peggy or go to their website for more information, and I know that they can help you to get out of debt in a very short period of time. It's working very, very well for them. They love it, and they'd love to talk to you. So have a good day. Let's talk soon.